Managerial decision making is a critical part of the management planning function. Understanding the unique nature of managerial decisions requires understanding the types of decisions and the context for making those decisions. The management team continually makes decisions, and the quality of the decision making has a significant impact and affects the future and effectiveness of the organization and its stakeholders, such as customers, employees, and shareholders, etc. A good decision can enable the organization to thrive and survive long term, while a poor decision can lead a business into bankruptcy or loss. The few main characteristics of managerial decision making are: first, deciding when to decide. As managers' decisions are often complex that involves range of options and uncertain outcomes. They need to gather information that leads them to another necessary decision. Effective leader has an ability to determine when to hold off on decision and gather more information, and when to make decision with the information at hand. They also need to recognize that given the complexity of many tasks, failures are inevitable. They recognize the bad decision quickly and minimize the impact on the organization and stakeholders by correcting it on time. The second one is what the right or correct answer. Unlike the multiple choice test where is only one right answer, management decisions is about choosing between multiple good options with no clarity of which will be the best one. On the other hand, minimizing harm if there are multiple bad options. The third one being what's the right ethical answer. Managers sometimes make decisions that have moral and ethical implications and may cause harm to others. As all managers make decisions that impact others, it's important that they are mindful of whether the decisions have a positive or negative impact. Now, we can understand further how a manager can improve the quality of the individual decision making. Managers can use a variety of techniques to improve their decision making, that is, by making better quality decisions or making decisions more quickly. And some of these techniques are: the first one, programmed decisions. Firstly, that is mental shortcuts, and secondly, choosing first acceptable solution techniques saves time. The second step would be going through the 6 steps of decision making process, which improves quality, and they are: recognize the need for decision, generate multiple alternatives, analyze the alternatives, select an alternative, implement the selected alternative, and evaluate its effectiveness. The third technique would be talking to other people and being creative improves individual decision making and generates more options. And with non-programmed decisions, conducting research, engaging in evidence-based decision making and critical thinking, considering about the ethical and long-term implications improves quality. Next, let's discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of group decision making and how a manager can improve the quality of group decision making. Group decisions involve assimilating an huge amount of information, exploring many different ideas, and drawing on many strands of experience. And the consequences of right or wrong decision may be profound for the team and the organization. It is potential divergence in outcomes that make group decision making attractive. The advantages of group decision making would be synergy, that is, group members can identify more robust solutions and recommendations through discussion, questioning, and collaboration. Secondly, sharing of information. It can increase an understanding, clarifying issues, and facilitate movement toward a collective decision. Further, the 3 disadvantages of group decision making I would like to talk about are: first, diffusion of responsibility. It can create a diffusion of responsibility that results in a lack of accountability for outcomes. Second, lower efficiency. Group decisions can take additional time because there is a requirement of participation, discussion, and coordination among group members. Thirdly, groupthink. It is a psychological phenomena that occurs with a group of people in which the desire for harmony or conformity results in an irrational or dysfunctional decision making outcome. Now, let's discuss about the impact the emotional intelligence can have on the individuals within an organization. Effective decision making relies on both logic and emotions. Therefore, emotion intelligence has become popular as a characteristic of effective managers. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, pay attention to, and manage one's own emotions and the emotions of others. It involves self regulation and self awareness, empathy, the ability to understand others' people's emotional aspects of relationships with others. Managers who are aware of the emotions of others can utilize that information to help groups function more effectively and engage in better group decision making. Heuristics is efficient and it saves time. It is like decision taken from experience and earlier decisions when made. Programmed decisions are referred to as routine or low involvement decisions. Being aware of and dealing with relationship conflicts points to why emotional intelligence and empathy are beneficial in organizational leadership. Such leaders are more likely to be attentive to the harmful consequences of relationship conflict.